Good morning. Okay, I know I didn't promote this one, so I'm so sorry. I've mentioned before I have a wacky summer. It's been all over the map, and I have a wacky August. So, come the fall, I will actually be able to promote my live shows before they actually start. I see people trickling in. Hi guys, let me know who's here so I can say hi to you. I wanted to hop in here and talk about something that a lot of us are probably facing right now or in the next few weeks. I'm just adjusting. I'm in a weird room in my house. I'm actually in my bedroom, which is very blue. Hi, Emily from Australia. We're having work done in our house, so I'm kind of hiding right now. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Marky. Hi, Julie. Good morning. So I'm going to be talking about tools to deal with your anxiety. Now, these are specific tools that I've been helping our kids with their anxiety sometimes. Hi guys, I'm good. I'm over my cold from last week. We're good. Still kind of like managing some three-nager stuff. Hi to Ireland. My grandparents are from Belfast. Hi to England. And so we're dealing with some, three-nager stuff, but we've had some parenting wins. So if you haven't watched the last vlog, I'm talking about 3 huge wins we've had lately, and I'm trying to just focus on those instead of, you'll see in the next vlog, one of the twins threw a temper tantrum and threw a big sippy of milk in the car yesterday and exploded. So I'll be going to get that carpet cleaned today. But that's life, right? Anyways, I wanted to hop on here and give you guys some tools to deal with anxiety. More specifically, tools that you can also teach your kids. Going back to school for any of us, or when you're facing a really stressful situation, it's hard to know what to do. How do you manage yourself? How do you keep yourself from just crumbling? And when you see your kids really stressed about a situation like school, like new teachers, how are you going to help them? It's hard as parents to see them go through it, and sometimes we're experiencing the same thing. So these are some tips that not only you can use for yourself, because I've actually taken some of these from some real life situations where I've had extreme stress. Hi, Tessa. Thank you. But I've been able to actually pass them on to my kids too. So if you are facing a stressful situation, whether it's back to school, whether it is a job interview, or maybe it's something like surgery, which is actually where I've learned some of these tips from, I'm going to give you these tools and you can help. It will just help you guys get through it. So let me rewind a bit. I deal with anxiety here and there. I think a lot of us do, but I try to be very open about it because I think that sometimes it can be a taboo topic, and it can be really hard to manage your anxiety, especially when you feel like it's actually got a hold of you. Oh, this is totally unrelated. How far did you make it with your twins and they were died? We went to 37.5 weeks with our twins. Actually, I had my scheduled C-section, so I know that's not the case for everybody. So rewind. I had to have my thyroid out about 15 years ago, and going into surgery can be very scary, and it's intense, and your mind's spinning, but you've got to walk through it. And kids are all at school, are all at camp and daycare right now. Otherwise, they'd be climbing on me. So I had to find ways to manage that stress and be able to walk through this surgery. One of the ways I did was I put myself, when I was getting, first of all, I would disconnect and kind of go quiet. The days leading up, I found Mike, whenever I'm in a really stressful, intense situation, he'll often say, you're so quiet, are you okay? And I'm like, this is just how I cope. I go very inside and just kind of breathe. So, and then I'll go and I'll put myself in a really happy place. You hear people saying that on TV, like, go to your happy place, but it's really true and it really works well. So I've used this for myself, and I actually use this for Bo a lot. So sometimes in the evenings, I find Bo can get really worried about something the next day and get herself, I think partly because she's a night owl, so she has a hard time calming her mind at bedtime. So what I do is all of our kids have sound machines, we call them noisemakers, and we've set them all to ocean waves. And for Bo, some of her most fond memories are when we're in Florida and playing on the beach. And so we do this thing where we have her noisemaker going and we're listening to the ocean waves, and I have her close her eyes and I hold her hand in between mine and I kind of put a little pressure on her hand so she knows I'm there. And then I start talking about the scenario. So I'll say, Bo, we're on the beach and you're wearing this really adorable bathing suit that has a tutu and there's a rainbow, and you've brought your toy bunny with us, and it's just you and I, and there's chairs there, and this is the print. Like, I go into fine detail. The print on the chairs looks like this. These are the colors. This is the time of day. And I walk through everything from what we're eating. I tell her, I've surprised you with a big cooler full of your favorite things. What are those favorite things? And she'll shout some out. It completely puts her in her happy place, especially before she goes to bed, and distracts her from what might be worrying her. And even if her mind trickles back, she's got that happy memory to hold on to. So that's one little technique that I actually will do for myself or for our kids when they're facing something really scary the next day. Another technique is something that I started to do with Holden. When he first started kindergarten, he was very, very nervous, and when we would walk to school, and it broke my heart. And the first few days of school when he started, and I was really nervous too, but I was trying to hide my nerves. And something I had him do when we'd walk to school is just focus on his breathing. And it's kind of, I've learned these from real life situations. Like when I've been in labor, you focus on your breathing. And I just say, breathe in, deep breath in, and deep breath out. And we would just walk to school breathing together. And it sounds kind of crazy, but it's again, first of all, focusing on his breathing would take his mind off of what was about to just happen, which is the drop off at school. But also that actual action of getting the extra oxygen into your body does calm you down and makes you feel more relaxed. And so I would do that with Holden, and that's something that I still do with Holden when he's feeling that way. He hasn't actually felt that type of anxiety for a long time. He now loves school, but that is something that I found in that moment, especially with a 4-year-old going to kindergarten, was really useful, and it just got him through to school. Now, another tip for parents dropping your kids off, there might be a few tears at drop off, and I will tell you something that I've learned time and time again with our kids. It's the anticipation 99% of the time. So the longer you hang around, the harder it is for them. And I know it's so hard to kind of tear yourself away and when they're still in turmoil, but trust the teachers, because we've had time and time again where as soon as I leave, 30 seconds later, even if it's a babysitter or something, we are told they stop crying right away. They're fine. It's the anticipation. It's the idea of you leaving. So those are some tips for the kids that I find works really well. And I'm curious from all of you, what are your tips you use when you're dealing with anxiety? For me personally, as an adult and in day-to-day life, I've talked about it many times before, my to-do lists are huge. They're a big part of how I can cope with when I have a lot on my plate. I just write it all out and I can see it. And then sometimes when I'm feeling really overwhelmed, I'll take some items off and really just focus in on what is necessary. So I just wanted to drop those tips with you. Now, I saw a lot of people kind of in the comments section, but I'd love to hear how all of you are doing. Are any of you in school right now? Are any of you parents gearing up to send your kids to school? And also, when do you start school? Because ours is September 5th. It's actually later than most people. Brianna says, anxiety is hard. I just go out for a walk and clear your head. Oh, yes, I should mention that. Thank you, Brianna. For me, the big thing is working out in the morning. I have to, and it just sets the tone for the day. Definitely writing a to-do list and focusing on one thing at a time. Yes, that for me, again, is really, really big, is a to-do list, focusing on one thing at a time and just crossing them off your list and getting help if you're feeling overwhelmed. And also just sometimes saying, is this really necessary? Can I take this off my plate? So, and that's something that I'm learning time and time again, is I'll be smooth sailing, and then all of a sudden, boom, a lot of stuff on my plate, and I just have to rejig things and really prioritize. Abigail says, stay calm and breathe. Happy places is huge when helps. Yes, happy places and breathing is big. Brianna says she's in trade school and just focus on her mind on something else, whether it's coloring, going quiet, or playing with her cats. Yes. School starts in Poland on September 1st, so around ours, it says Marlena. Yeah, so for me, when I was a kid, actually, I've always been into art and coloring, and anytime my mom, especially when we were on vacation, I was one of 4 kids, like my kids, and my other siblings would be very into sports, and that wasn't so much how I was. And so if my mom ever saw me kind of getting agitated or bored, she would go out and buy me a coloring set and just sit me down at the table, and I would color for hours and sketch. Holding cats are proven to have you calm down. Yeah, I think same with petting dogs or looking at fish. Brianna, her son starts first day, September 11th of kindergarten. Oh, how are you feeling about him starting kindergarten? Oh, it's so exciting. We were just talking to the twins this morning about how in 1 year they're going to be in school. Thea says, I'm getting my exam results tomorrow, and I'm so nervous. I'm going to my last year of 6th form, last year before university. Oh, that's so exciting. Good luck. Livia says, I live in Canada, specifically Manitoba, and school starts on the 6th. Okay, we have family visiting from Manitoba right now. Brianna says, so excited for him. He's so happy. It's a really exciting time. In fact, it's funny because we always, it's something we stumbled upon and we've always stuck with since, is we actually send our kids, oh, Maria's starting college next week. She's so nervous. You're going to love it. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Maria. Abigail, she starts 8th grade on the 21st. What a big, 8th grade is a big deal. Oh, Abigail, that will be so exciting. What was I just saying? I lost my train of thought, but, yeah, so, where does your family live in Manitoba? They're in Winnipeg, yeah, so, they're visiting right now. It's really exciting. We get to see them. It's my brother, his wife, and their kids, which, did you see them in the last vlog? No, but I think in the upcoming vlogs, you'll see them. You kind of see them once in every summer vlog, my brother and his wife and their kids. Abigail, so excited about knowing me, but nervous on the 21st. Marlena, I'm a teacher, so we're all a bit sad about school starting. My son is in 3rd grade, daughter's still in kindergarten. Yeah, Livia, that's where I live. Very cool. We have family who are teachers, and yeah, so I don't know. I think for me and my personality, I'd find it kind of hard to stop work completely for so long and try to jump back in each year. I think I just know how I function, and I do best with a very consistent routine. But I do know that every teacher I know lives up summer better than anybody else. So I think I could take a page out of a teacher's book about how to do summer right. Anyways, we're coming up in 13 minutes. It's so hard to go back. But thanks so much for popping in. Again, like I said at the beginning, I will start promoting these YouTube lives further in advance before I start them. Hi, Catherine. Someone said that Canada has ice caps. It's the same thing as ice caps at Tim Hortons. That's hilarious. It's warm here. It's been really, really hot lately. In fact, when we went to Mexico, it was like almost the same temperature as it is here. So now I live in the Toronto area, so we don't get the intense winter. But Winnipeg definitely gets very intense winters. I couldn't go there in the winter, I don't think. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you haven't already, I think you guys are all subscribers, but go ahead and subscribe. Also, I'd love to hear in the comments after what you would love for me to talk about in another live. I won't be doing YouTube lives every week, but I will be popping in here and there to do some lives. So let me know what you'd love for me to talk about. And one day I will do one with the kids. We've done lives with the kids before, and they've kind of gone a little sideways. So that might be something I'll save for Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, head over to Nestine Story on Instagram, and I think I'll probably be starting to do more lives there too. All right, everyone have a great day, and if you're starting school, good luck. If your kids are starting school, hang in there, and just like the first couple weeks are tough, but it really does get easier, and enjoy those last few days of summer if you're still living it up. Thank you for watching, Brianna. Thanks, guys, for watching, and big hugs to all of you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.